Alright guys, and welcome to another video. And today, I'm gonna be watching a video called 3 True Scary Stories by an actual good horror channel called Mr. Nightmare. So, if you guys really like these videos, I might do another one where I just commentate or just make jokes of the Mr. Nightmare video. And disclaimer, I think Mr. Nightmare's content is pretty good. So, don't get the wrong idea. I don't hate his content. But yeah, let's begin. This isn't also the Halloween special for this year. There'll be another, video that'll come out soon. So yeah, let's begin this video.
When I was 19, I worked as a camp counselor at a summer camp. The job would be to entertain and chaperone a large group of kids with a bunch of other counselors for 3 sessions for the summer. That meant 3 different groups of kids would come at different points in the summer. At some point during the second week of the 3rd session, and the final week of the job for the season, one of the kids in my group, named Todd, wasn't feeling good, so he wanted to go back to the cabin to go to sleep while everyone else was around the campfire. When we got back to the cabin for 10 to 12-year-old boys, I left Todd to brush up and go to bed. Upon exiting the cabin, a little girl, probably 8 years old, was waiting in front.
Oh god, a little girl? Oh no.
She wasn't supposed to be in the section, especially not alone at this hour at her age. I asked her where her group was. She didn't answer me.
Get the fuck out.
I asked her what her name was. She said Willa.
Willa these nuts.
I asked her what her counselors' names were. She didn't answer. I took her hand and brought her into the front section of the cabin. Then I told her to wait there. I started to run across the camp to the other activity sections, hoping to find the girls' group. When I couldn't find them, I ran straight for the section with the girl cabins. I found one of the female counselors with a small group of 7 to 8-year-old girl campers, and asked her if she had any girls named Willa in their group. The counselor was certain there was no one with that name in any of the girls' groups, actually.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Get out of there.
Next thing I did was run back to the boys' cabin where I left the girl, with plans of bringing her to the front office building. When I got back to the cabin, however, she wasn't there. I ran outside and looked in the immediate area of the cabin for the girl, when suddenly I heard a girl's scream come from the woods.
To be honest, I would be scared if I went inside of the woods just to find some girl screaming. Like, I know it's a girl screaming, but what if it wasn't and it was just bait trying to get you in the woods and trying to kill you? Like, I don't know. This is just really suspicious. I would have at least someone with me if I would go in the woods.
And I felt like I was hopelessly running into the dark woods. Until finally, after some time, and calling the name Willa constantly, there was a scream echoing through the woods, very close this time. I continued a bit further, and there she was. That little girl named Willa. She was standing straight in front of a tree looking at me, as if she were waiting.
Like I said before, get your fucking ass out of there. This looks like a fucking trap.
I told her to come to me in a quiet voice as I slowly approached her. But then she turned and started running. She was surprisingly fast, but I kept up. I stopped and hid behind a tree, thinking maybe I could sneak up on her and grab her if I was quiet enough. And I noticed something in the near distance. It was some small, dim red light waving around behind some foliage. The girl then ran over to the light and apparently ducked down out of sight. Just as I saw some larger figure emerge from where the girl had just disappeared to. And this figure was crouch walking in my direction. I was able to put 2 and 2 together and assume this was some kind of trap. So I turned and sprinted all the way back to the campgrounds and ran straight for the main office.
Fucking finally you got out of there. Jesus Christ.
I spoke with the camp coordinator, Jackie, told her about the suspicious activity that just took place, and advised that all camp activity should be cut short for the night. Any incident like this would be treated very seriously for the safety of the children and the well-being of the camp's reputation. Authorities had been alerted about suspicious activity on the campground. They came, I helped them with their report, and they left. I have my own theories of what I witnessed in the woods that night. The most logical has to be the possibility that a man was using that little girl, maybe his daughter, as some kind of bait to lure unsuspecting victims into the woods. And what would happen next? I have no idea. I'm glad I didn't find out.
Alright, so that was the end of story 1. I'm going to be skipping story 2 just so this video isn't really long. So yeah, we're gonna move on to story 3.
There was this one night I'd gotten home late from a bar with friends, and though I wasn't very drunk anymore, I was definitely still tipsy. To give a little context on my apartment layout, it's on the ground level and has 2 doors, a front and back. As I entered, I was in the living room, greeted by my dog Chester.
Honestly, Chester seems like he would be the person that's gonna be fucking with this person. Like, I don't know, man.
I jumped right into bed. I was exhausted. I fell asleep in minutes, and the next thing I remember is waking up to growling. I looked at Chester, who was standing up on my bed, looking at the far corner of the room. I sat up to see what he was looking at, but it was too dark. I had to flip on the lamp. That's when I noticed that he was looking at the closet door.
There's someone in there and they're about to beat up Chester.
I got out from the bed as he watched me tiptoe closer to the closet. If someone was in there, I had to be ready to defend myself. So instead of opening that door right then and there, I hurried to the kitchen to get a knife. Chester followed me. When I got back into my room, I don't know where it came from. I had a huge bout of confidence overcome me, and I rushed to open the closet door fully.
Let me guess, this guy came out of the closet.
I was shocked, but also relieved to see no one inside.
Damn it.
When I got back into the room, I saw Chester looking under my bed, growling again. I bent down to take a look, and there was a man hiding under my bed.
Well, that was completely sudden. Jesus Christ. Came out of nowhere.
The intruder wasn't in the apartment anymore by the time the police came and searched the place. If it weren't for my tiny little chihuahua who couldn't harm a fly, I may not have come out of this in one piece.
Well, that's the end of the story and the end of this video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys really like this, I might do more Mr. Nightmare videos where I just, make jokes or stuff about the people in the stories. But yeah, this isn't gonna be the Halloween special for this year. Like I said in the beginning, the annual Bad 3 Creepypasta video will be the Halloween special for this year, like last time. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And also, I have a new song for my outro, so here it is.